After a first round bye, the Belle Vernon Leopards hit the court for the first time this postseason, looking to start their path to the Peterson Event Center. And step number one is a match with Freeport for the second straight year after coming out victorious one season ago. They'll look to do it again and then look for a rematch possibly with Montour in the semifinals on Saturday. But it all starts here tonight. And Belle Vernon looking to not have the same effect that Sarah Catholic had with their week delay. Alex Lyons, Jeremy Salou with you for all the action here this evening on the TRIBLive High School Sports Network, your exclusive home for the WPIAL postseason. But Jeremy, Belle Vernon, they haven't played in a while, and they've been prone to slow starts, something they have to find a way to avoid here tonight.
Yeah, that's not something they want to do. Freeport coming in riding a wave of momentum as the number 11 seed with a win over Uniontown, who's very athletic, not as athletic as Belle Vernon. They're going to have their hands full with the athleticism, especially with Alonzo Wade in the starting lineup. But, you know, they're coming in riding a wave of momentum, and hopefully there's no lull in the action for Belle Vernon.
Yeah, we'll take a look at some stats for you getting ready for this game between number 3 Belle Vernon and number 11 Freeport, as Freeport comes in 13-9, 7-5 inside their section. Belle Vernon 18-3. They went undefeated, 12-0 in the section. Belle Vernon 71.4 points per game, good for 4th best in 4A behind Lincoln Park, North Catholic, and Quaker Valley. Belle Vernon giving up under 50 as well. First round, as I mentioned, Belle Vernon got the bye. Freeport upset number 6 Uniontown 56-49, and two guys definitely to take a look at today, and are going to, I think, to have to come up in a big way. If you're Freeport, obviously it's going to have to be Vinnie Clark. 13.6 points per game for Clark. He went for 22 in the win against Uniontown, including 18 in the second half, 11 in the fourth quarter for Vinnie Clark. And on the other side, Devin Whitlock. He doesn't always have to be the scorer, the leading go-to guy, but this is his last chance at that WPIAL title, and you got to start off right tonight, and I expect Devin to come out here firing on all cylinders tonight for Belle Vernon.
I definitely think Belle Vernon has a little something to prove. They do know Freeport's going to come out hard. Belle Vernon beat them by 31 last year in the playoffs. But, you know, both teams have a lot back from those two rosters, so it's going to be interesting to see, you know, if familiarity plays a little bit of a role. Obviously, Belle Vernon's going to, or Freeport knows what Belle Vernon's going to bring, but Quentin Martin's just a different animal this year than he was last year. You know, he's getting those teardrop passes from the circle or the wing, and there's not anybody that's been able to jump with him to get those balls down low on the post.
Yeah, only one meeting ever between these two teams, and I knew there was only one meeting since 2003, 2004, but, you know, appreciate this BVA tidbit sheet that, you know, we were given today that confirms that it's only been the one meeting, and that was last year when Belle Vernon was victorious 80-49 in the postseason. And, you know, Quentin went for 25, Devin for 23, Daniel for 22, as Belle Vernon going to look to get this offense rolling at full capacity right from the start, as I think the quicker they start, the better they get into the rhythm, and the quicker they get that postseason feel for basketball in a pretty packed house here at Belle Vernon. They only get one home game, though.
That's it. That's the one downfall of the bye. You don't get to take advantage of the home court advantage, but you see the crowd's already here. It's going to be loud. You know, Freeport already dealt with that. Uniontown's gym isn't an easy place to play, and they went on the road there, so they're hoping to get another one here tonight.
Yeah, they were able to come back in that one. Again, mentioned that Vinnie Clark was a huge reason why. And, again, I think he's going to have his work cut out for him. Most likely, when you go back to last year's game, he had a heavy dose of Devin Whitlock all over him.
Right.
And I would expect the same here this evening from Belle Vernon, as Devin Whitlock, you know, he can just do it all whenever you need him to. He does it for you. If you need him to go out and score, he'll do it. You need him to shut a guy down, he'll do it. And I think that's going to be his big role tonight, finding a way to shut down Vinnie Clark. And even if Vinnie Clark gets his, it's going to be tough to beat Belle Vernon when you have two guys operating over 14 points per game.
Absolutely, and you mentioned it. It's going to start with the defense. Obviously, Whitlock or Gordon's going to be on Clark. Probably Whitlock again with that familiarity. But it's going to be full court trapping. Leopards get into their swarm defense. As soon as they hit that first basket, they're in it. And Freeport's really going to have to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, should be fun to see the Leopards for the first time this postseason, as we'll keep it here for the playing of the national anthems. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the start of the game right here on your home for the WPIAL postseason. It's the TRIBLive High School Sports Network.
Today's game is being video streamed on the TRIBLive High School Sports Network. You can watch the game anytime you want on your computer or your phone by clicking onto TRIBHSSN.TRIBLive.com, the exclusive home for the 2020 WPIAL Basketball Playoffs is the TRIBLive High School Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Belle Vernon Area High School, home of the Mighty Leopards. Hail, Mighty Leopards! For your safety, please make note the nearest exit. We appreciate your cooperation in keeping our walkways clear by staying in the bleachers or in the designated standing areas. Please note that any spectator, regardless of age, who is under the influence of alcohol, drugs, using tobacco products, using offensive language, or displaying offensive behavior will be ejected from the game immediately. No one, besides players, coaches, and officials, should be on the court at any time. Absolutely no one should be on the floor at halftime. Good sportsmanship is learned, practiced, and executed. Respect for the opponent, spectators, coaches, and game officials are a must at all levels of athletics. By meeting the challenge of sportsmanship in the stands, you are providing a sound example for students as well as representing your community and school with dignity and pride. Please give the student athletes involved your positive encouragement and support. Display good sportsmanship every time you attend a high school event. Thank you for your support and assistance. Enjoy the game. Please rise. And gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, recorded by our own high school chorus.
Anthem played, lineups are next, and then it is second round action here on the TRIBLive High School Sports Network. Winner gets the winner of Burl and Montour, and Isaiah Mosley lists Montour squad, and we'll have updates on that one thanks to the TRIBLive High School Sports Network's very own Don Rebel. Appreciate Don keeping us updated on that one, as we'll keep him updated on this one from Belle Vernon, as we'll take a look at the starting lineups. First for the visiting Freeport Yellow Jackets, the number 11 seed, coming off the victory over Uniontown. It's going to look like this. The 5'10 junior guard averaging 6 per game, Ben Lane. Joining him will be the 5'9 junior Zach Clark, along with 5'10 senior point guard Vinnie Clark, who went for 22 points in round number 1 versus Uniontown. Joining him will be the 6'3 senior forward Cole Charlton. And finally, the 6'2 senior, Jason Kioski. So for Freeport, once again, that's Lane, Clark, and Clark, Charlton, and Kioski, the starting 5 for the Freeport Yellow Jackets, looking to avenge last season's loss at the hands of these Belle Vernon Leopards.
6'3 senior, number 24, Cole Charlton.
It's going to be interesting to see if Freeport puts that loss behind them that last year and comes out and is non-intimidated here against the Leopards.
Number 33, Jason Kowalski.
As on the other side for the Leopards, from Belle Vernon, under fourth-year head coach Joe Salvino, 698 career wins entering today. A trip to the Pete means 700 for the legendary bench boss. He has his team in as the 3 seed at 18-3 overall, 12-0, a perfect section and a section championship for the Leopards, as it's a new look starting lineup, as something we've been waiting for all year has finally happened, and we'll let you hear it right now, as it's going to be the 5'9 senior guard Devin Whitlock, 15.2 points per game for the point guard Whitlock. Joining him, the 6' senior Tyler Kovac, and enter the 6'2 freshman forward Alonzo Wade, 7.2 points per game for the freshman. Joining him will be the 6'3 sensational sophomore Quentin Martin at 19.2 points per game, and rounding out the starting 5, the 6' senior Daniel Gordon, averaging 14.6 per game. So Alonzo Wade enters the starting lineup in replace of Joe Clancher for the Belle Vernon Leopards.
Yeah, we saw Alonzo get a couple starts when Tyler Kovac was out with an ankle injury. So far, so good when he's been in the lineup. So we'll see how he does here in his first playoff action. We get ready here for the opening tip. Its final starter, Daniel Gordon, is announced. Gangrene in full effect again on the other side of the court.
I heard it wasn't, according to Twitter, attendance was non-optional. It was mandatory.
It was mandatory. It was. They wanted to do the ESPN theme, but I think that was squashed a little bit by the WPIAL, as it was at Elizabeth Ford last night as well.
Quentin Martin, the opening tip against Cole Charlton, as we get set to get underway here from Belle Vernon Area High School, as Martin wins it back over the head of Whitlock, and Devin Whitlock from the backcourt will get things underway. Whitlock over the divider. Whitlock near side, there's Tyler Kovac. Kovac pulls up into the right wing to Whitlock. Quentin wants it, now Devin to the foul line, pulls back out, picks up his dribble. Off a deflection, it's Martin. Martin bullying his way in, kick out, Kovac for 3. No good, rebound, Whitlock gets the first points of the playoffs for the Belle Vernon Leopards.
And here comes that aggressive full court defense for the Leopards.
And Whitlock the steal. Whitlock to Gordon, kisses it off the glass and puts it in. Daniel Gordon makes it 4-0 Belle Vernon, 7:14 remaining in the first. Into the front court, there's Lane. Lane, far side, Kioski, back up top.
Thought Lane got away with a travel there. The Leopards bench wanted it.
Now it's Vinnie Clark calling out the orders.
Guarded by Quentin Martin.
Clark, now it's Charlton, handoff, Vinnie Clark. Vinnie drives in, now pulls back out, Kovac applying the pressure. Lane bounce pass taken away by Gordon, and Gordon touches it while lying on the baseline. Out of bounds, it stays with Freeport.
Leopards showed a little bit of a zone look there too, coming out against the Yellow Jackets.
Zach Clark, the trigger, gets it in, or looks to get it in, he will to Lane. Lane picks up his dribble off the foot of Devin Whitlock, and that forces the stoppage, and we'll do it again.
We could see these teams on the football field against each other next season as well in the fall.
Not necessarily an easy trip either up by Sauver, PA. As driving in and up off the window, laying it home is Ben Lane. First bucket of the game for Freeport, 4-2, Belle Vernon leads. Now it's Devin Whitlock up top, screen by Martin. Whitlock drives in, right block with the right hand, and Devin Whitlock gets it to fall.
Looks like we're going to get the scorer, Devin Whitlock, tonight, and that could be a bad thing for Freeport.
As there's the steal, Whitlock puts it up, and he's shooting 2 from the line.
I think the Leopard speed's really bothering Freeport right now.
Devin Whitlock up to 6.
Head coach Sean DeVinny is not happy with his team right now. No, sorry, I was just going to say he was giving him a little bit of a tongue lashing there before this first free throw.
As Whitlock will miss that first free throw, the Pittsburgh commit for football going on as a preferred walk-on. The senior Whitlock through the motion, trying to right the ship this time by. He will do just that. As it rattles home, Whitlock up to 5. All but 2 of his team's points. Zach Clark tries to fire a pass. Lane wasn't ready, goes behind him. And Belle Vernon off the turnover will get things back once again. 6:01 remaining in the first. 7-2 lead for the Leopards over the Yellow Jackets.
4 turnovers in 2 minutes is not the way Freeport wanted to start this game.
Devin Whitlock to the foul line. Whitlock down low. Martin jump stopping. A foul called on the Yellow Jackets from Freeport.
Looks like Zach Clark's going to get that one with a little push in the back.
Team's first. Clark's first.
Brady Sullivan going to check in here for Freeport.
He was the first sub in the game against Uniontown. Freeport got behind early on in that game, but it's a whole different monster with Belle Vernon. Whitlock into Quentin Martin, back to Devin Whitlock. Whitlock has it knocked out of his hands by Vinnie Clark, and it's going to stay with the Leopards with 5:46 remaining in the first, and checking in will be Parker Lucas.
I'm assuming that's Parker.
Yeah. That's what threw me off there because I typed it that way as well. As Daniel Gordon floats it into Martin. Martin trying to bully his way to the basket. He'll do just that as Quentin Martin puts it home for 2.
Too easy for Quentin Martin.
There's Lane and a timeout.
Freeport just cannot get the ball past half court against this Leopards defense.
It's going to be a full variety for the Freeport Yellow Jackets, down 9-2, 5:26 remaining in the first quarter. Quentin Martin just tallied his first bucket of the game, 5 for Devin Whitlock, and just 2 for Ben Lane. But Freeport looks all out of sorts here in this opening quarter.
Yeah, they're really having trouble getting that ball in bounds. When as soon as the Leopards score, they're right into that. It seems like they're already in position for that swarm defense, and there's just no answer for Freeport.
Freeport see if they can regroup out of the timeout. It's going to take a complete change of direction for the Freeport Yellow Jackets, as they've had absolutely no luck thus far figuring things out.
They're going to have to figure something out because playoff time, Belle Vernon's not going to back out of that defense if they're not in foul trouble.
No, not at all. And one thing that Belle Vernon hasn't been doing consistently well this year that they have done today, they've got off to a good start.
Right.
We have not seen that a ton for Belle Vernon. They've had a lot of slow starts, and especially with the big layoff, to see them come out firing on the pace they are is absolutely exactly what you want to see if you are a Leopard fan or anybody in the Leopard bench. Vinnie Clark calling out the orders over the center court logo. Far side, that's Ben Lane. Lane. Near side, Clark. Clark drives in. Left block with the right hand. No good. Rebound grab down by Devin Whitlock. Whitlock picking up the pace a little. In the front court. Gets the screen by Martin. Doesn't use it. Now Whitlock looks to penetrate from 16. Out. Yes.
And if Devin Whitlock's hitting that shot, we're going to see near 30 points for him tonight.
7 points, not even halfway through the first quarter for Devin Whitlock. As Sullivan in the right wing drives in, stops up, right block layup, no good, and the freshman Wade rips it down. Alonzo to Whitlock, Whitlock to Martin off the glass and in.
Nice lob there from Whitlock to Martin. No, you can't defend that if you're Freeport.
Those two make it look oh so easy. As Kioski goes to Sullivan. Back to Kioski into the front court. Kioski picks up his dribble, slides it through, steal by Whitlock. Whitlock jumps up to Martin, and that one ricochets out on the near side. Freeport basketball, some more substitutions. Charlton back in, and for the first time today, we'll see Stuyvesant. As Brady Stuyvesant comes in, he will be the trigger on the near side. Vinnie Clark, near side, Charlton. Charlton in the left wing. Back to Stuyvesant. Stuyvesant rolling right. Now it's Vinnie Clark calling out the orders, directing traffic. Pressure now by Daniel Gordon. Near side, Charlton. Now it's Whitlock. Make that Martin guarding him. Charlton up top to Clark. Clark. To the top of the key. Vinnie Clark drives in. Right block up off the glass. No good. Pinballs out of bounds. Last touch by Lucas.
Off of Kovac, off of Martin's head, and then off of Lucas.
Devin Whitlock calling out the orders. Up over the center court. Whitlock in the right wing. Whitlock surveys his options up top. Gordon catch, release, and that one no good. Rebound, Wade puts it in.
Good advantage for Wade being left-handed there, getting that rebound right where he did.
First bucket of the game for the freshman. 15-2. Belle Vernon on top of Freeport. It's a different monster, the Leopards compared to the Red Raiders. Charlton kicks it out. It's another steal. This time it's Gordon. Gordon lost it. Now it's Lucas. Lucas to the right side. Pocket picked by Whitlock. Whitlock to Martin up, and he lofts it in.
And we got another timeout taken by Freeport. 17-2 here with just under 3 minutes remaining.
Just a 30-second variety. 7 for Whitlock, 6 for Martin. And the number 3 Belle Vernon Leopards doing what they do here tonight.
Yeah, definitely some home court advantage here for the Leopards. Some home cooking on the rims, and they're off to the races. And right now, Freeport just got to pull it together and just have a good, solid possession.
And you know Belle Vernon, they're eager. They want that rematch possibly with Montour. They want that chance to go back to the Peterson Event Center after being knocked off on their home floor last year by North Catholic. And, you know, it's the last go-around for guys like Daniel Gordon and Devin Whitlock and Tyler Kovac, and they want that to end the right way. And this is the perfect way to start if you're the Belle Vernon Leopards.
Without a doubt. I'm sure head coach Joe Salvino is pleased. And like you said, the biggest thing he was probably worried about was a slow start coming off a week off. But they're off and running here tonight.
It's been anything but near side. Vinnie Clark wheels it out. Stuyvesant swings it across. Now it's Zach Clark. Zach Clark to the paint. Off the backboard it goes, and now Alonzo Wade. Wade bounce pass to Devin Whitlock. Whitlock fires it up near side. Gordon for 3. No good. Rebound by Gordon. Gordon to Kovac into Martin. Martin has it taken away by Vinnie Clark. Clark one-on-one with Whitlock. Clark has it knocked out from behind by Kovac.
We got Burrow leading Montour 16-11 right now.
Checking out will be Stuyvesant. As that one's floated in. Kick out, driving. Kioski picked up his dribble up top. Vinnie Clark from way downtown can't knock it through. As Gordon watches that one trickle into the stands. Daniel Gordon over the divider. Near side Alonzo. Floats it into Martin. Martin to Wade. Wade with the left lays it home. 2 more for the freshman Alonzo Wade. 19-2 Belle Vernon. 1:50 remaining here in the first quarter. And at the other end, we have a travel.
It's 10 turnovers in this first quarter for Freeport.
Wade got it into Devin Whitlock. Here comes Devin Whitlock. Slows things down up over the divider. Whitlock rolling to his left. Whitlock floats it in. Martin off his shoulder. Here comes Vinnie Clark. Clark over to Zach Clark, up off the glass and in. Second bucket from the floor today
even
for Freeport.
Belle Vernon student section giving a little round of applause for that one.
Took some perfect passing to find the rim as there's Kovac right elbow. Kovac to Daniel Gordon for three. That one no good. Kovac with the follow, can't get it to fall. Third time will go, and it's Alonzo Wade becoming the third Leopard over 6 today. Back the other way. Kioski high off the window, no good. Rebound grabbed down by Gordon. Under a minute to play here in the first. 21-4 Belle Vernon over Freeport. As Belle Vernon flexing their offensive muscles and defensive. Whitlock directing traffic. Whitlock floats it near side. Kovac. There's Alonzo Wade. Wade into the right wing. Wade to Martin. 25 on the clock. See if Belle Vernon tries to eat off this last bit. The way they're moving, it looks like they will. As that's floated to Whitlock. Whitlock had 5 of his team's first 7. 12 on the clock now. Gets the screen from Martin, won't use it. Martin cuts through with 6. Far side, Wade. Wade drives with 4. Wade up with 3. He's fouled with 2.3 on the clock.
Good job on the head fake there. Got his defender off his feet and took off. You know, Wade's at home on that left side of the floor, being a left-handed player. Easy move to the baseline for the layup attempt.
70% free throw shooter is Alonzo Wade. Sends that one through. He's up to 7 points, matching his teammate Devin Whitlock. The moment proving not to be too big for the freshman. Coming into the starting lineup and putting up now 8 points in the first quarter in his first playoffs appearance as half quarter off a light. We're lucky that was as high as it was, otherwise we could be cleaning up some glass here.
Yeah, that was that one didn't bring down rain, but it almost brought down some glass. Good thing I don't think the cage would have done much there. But looking at it, 23-4. And impressive performance so far from Belle Vernon. But again, here we go to another quarter. You don't want to start slow. You want to keep the foot on the gas. You know, it's playoff time, and I think Belle Vernon got something to prove here, getting the 3 seed. I think they feel they're a better team than Montour, but Montour peaking at the right time.
And, you know, they are probably the 2 seed. I mean, definitely the 2 seed if they don't lose to Montour without Quentin Martin and company. But after one, Belle Vernon showing why they're so good and why, as a 3 seed, many people are still picking them to take the 4A crown.
WPIAL Basketball Playoffs is the TRIBLive High School Sports Network.
7 for Whitlock, 8 for Wade, 6 for Quentin Martin, a bucket apiece for Ben Lane and Zach Clark.
We got Montour on top of Burrow now, 23-16.
Again, the winner of this game, which Belle Vernon put themselves in the driver's seat to be, and that Montour-Burrow game will meet Saturday. As near side, that's Lane. Lane to the foul line, surveys his options. Lane swings it far side, that's to Clark. Clark back to Vinnie Clark. Vinnie pressured by Whitlock. Vinnie drives to the foul line, left block layup, and that one falls. Vinnie Clark's first bucket of the game. Back the other way, Whitlock can't get the answer. Rebound, pinball's free to Zach Clark. Zach Clark, near side lane, spinning his way to the middle of the lane, and he's fouled.
I think that's going to be number 2 on Tyler Kovac.
Foul on number 3, Tyler Kovac, his second, team's second.
Just the 5th foul of the game. Sending Ben Lane to the line. 2 points tonight for the junior Lane. Up with the right, off the front iron, no good. Second straight playoff appearance for Freeport. They've made 5 of the last 6 postseasons. As Lane off the mark again, that one out of bounds off the hands of Lucas, and we will go back the other way with 7:22 remaining in the second. 23-6, Belle Vernon on top.
Logan Cunningham checking in now for Tyler Kovacs.
Wade pulls the trigger, and he can't knock down the triple, and Gordon's foul trying to go up.
Yeah, he was held by Lane there. He reached out and grabbed the arm after he saw he had an uncontested layup off a rebound.
They're going to call that on the floor, so Gordon will not be shooting. Instead, Whitlock will be inbounding with 7:10 remaining in the second. And Belle Vernon, 23 first quarter points. You could say, okay, 1 or 2 threes in there, if not more. None.
No threes. All transition, all off pretty easy layups.
There's Cunningham, handoff to Gordon. He's missed a couple triples as he'll drive in. Gordon pulls up, no good. Rebound underneath, grabbed down by Freeport and Lucas. Lucas picks up his dribble. He needs help. It's in the form of Sullivan.
Oh, and there's a travel.
Freeport just no answer for this Belle Vernon press.
No. Those 3 guys up front, Whitlock, Martin, and Gordon, are just causing way too much havoc.
Martin gets it in the corner. Quentin Martin. Dribbling, handoff to Whitlock. Whitlock pulls the trigger, and Whitlock once again. It's been a while, but he stays true from the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, he's feeling that shot. Like I said earlier, he's not going to miss many.
Gordon the steal, high up, blocked, rebound, Whitlock up and in.
Yeah, Gordon knew to go ahead and try and take the contact. Maybe you get a foul if you miss. He knew he had Whitlock and Martin with him on that.
11 points for Devin Whitlock. Far side Clark. Zach Clark goes to Kioski. Kioski was in double digits in the first round. Now a steal by Martin. Here goes Martin. He goes up. He sends it in. 8 points for Quinton. 29 for the Leopards. You could tell him timing that up the whole way.
Yeah, he took that little stutter step. You knew he was lining it up.
As at the other way, laying it home is Lucas. His first bucket of the game. 29-8, Belle Vernon on top. 5:40 remaining in the second. Alonzo hands it off to Devin Whitlock. Whitlock in the right side to Wade. Wade drives in, left block, lays it up, and a blocking foul called. As Kioski went tumbling to the hardwood.
Yeah, I thought they might get that the other way. He was pretty set in his position. I don't know if he started his fall a little early.
8 points for Alonzo Wade. At the end of one, Burrell up by 2 over Montour. Thanks to Don Rebel for that one. As Wade up to 9. 3 for 3 from the stripe. The Leopards up to 30. Clancher replaces Quinton. Alonzo Wade looking to continue the streak from the stripe and become the second Leopard in double digits. 3 Belle Vernon players have matched or exceeded the total of Freeport in this game, as coming up short was Alonzo Wade.
Thought Clancher would have a chance of getting that offensive rebound. Just took a bad angle at it and got wrapped around a Freeport player.
Kioski fires it to Clark, guarded by Clancher, and he throws it away again as he was looking for Stuyvesant. 5:24 remaining in the second. 30-8 Belle Vernon. It's been brutal for Freeport. There's Cunningham. He'll pull the trigger for 3, and he knocks down the first triple of the game.
And that's the thing. Belle Vernon got players off the bench this season there's a foul on Cunningham after he hit that shot. But Belle Vernon got some players coming off the bench that can really score. And you don't see it a lot because the starters are doing, to our defense, they get a lot of the print. But, Cunningham coming off the bench, formerly Wade,
Whitlock looking like that safety trying to pick it off, and then he somehow cleared the stanchion.
Over the barrier without hitting a thing.
I mean, the quarterback, and then showing off all that football prowess, trying to track the ball down like a safety or
Quentin
DB.
Martin's laughing at him right now on the bench. They had a nice little word.
As there goes Zach Clark up top. Vinny for three, and Vinny sends it off the back iron and out. Now it's Devin Whitlock's turn. Whitlock to Wade, no good, intercepted. That's by Lucas. Far side, it's Zach Clark. Zach Clark kicks it to the corner. Kioski for three. That one rattles, no good. Rebound, Logan Cunningham. He'll send it up ahead to Whitlock. Whitlock to Clancher. He can't hang on. And now it's Vinny in transition. Vinny drives in, kicks it underneath, and a block by Gordon.
I think he just took it off his fingertips.
Up ahead, Clancher blocked at the other end. As Lucas gets into the block party at Belle Vernon.
Well, that at least gives the Freeport fans something to cheer about. Good hustle there by Lucas.
As inbound, that's to Cunningham. Now to Whitlock. Whitlock to Cunningham with the left. No good. Lucas was in the way. Clark floats it near side. Now it's Zach Clark. Zach Clark pulls the trigger for three, and that one rattles through. First triple of the game for Clark and the Yellow Jackets. They get the double digits with 11, still trailing by 22 halfway through the second.
They've tied Whitlock.
As there's Cunningham with the answer, no good. And a foul on Alonzo Wade. You know, you mentioned about that bench scoring. Wade averaging 7.2 points per game. He'd been coming off the bench all year long.
Right. And he was the leading scorer, I think, in 2 or 3 games for them.
Including that Montour game where they lost earlier this year when Whitlock got hurt. And, of course, Quentin Martin was not there. Far side, Stuyvesant, bounce pass, Clancher poked it away, but right to Clark. Zach Clark drives in, puts it up with the pass, and it's a block called on Cunningham as he was trying to feed her underneath to Jason Kioski.
It's going to be 2 fouls on Cunningham. Both teams now with 5 fouls.
Freeport has surpassed their first quarter total as off the inbound, laying it home is Lucas.
Coach Salvino is not going to be happy about that. That was way too easy off the inbound.
Lucas has been really the only spark defensively and offensively. Whitlock underneath, pull out off the window and in.
Good dish there by Devin Whitlock. Adds to his assist total.
Kioski bounce pass into the middle. Near side, Zach Clark stolen away by Clancher. Clancher to Wade, and that one knocked out of bounds by Kioski.
Yeah, Wade touching himself up, telling him, that one was my fault.
Again, winner of this gets the winner of Burrell and Montour. Burrell was up by 2 at the end of the first quarter. Devin Whitlock up top, floats it into Alonzo Wade. Wade bullying his way to the bucket, and the freshman adds 2 more. He's at 11.
That's Quentin Martin's play.
Wade showing the sophomore's not the only one that can bully around underneath. As Lucas tries to get 2 up, does not, kick out, back out. Zach Clark again. That one up, no good, off the cylinder. Rebound and a foul called on Lucas.
Lucas's first as Braden Locke's going to check in now.
Lane will come back in as well, replacing Stuyvesant. Belle Vernon's also doing this 37 points with 2:47 remaining in the second quarter, and Daniel Gordon has just 2. Devin Whitlock. In no hurry, Quentin will check in next stoppage by for the Leopards as Whitlock gets the screen by Locks. Whitlock for 3. No good. Rebound. Locks off the window and in. Off the bench, onto the board quickly for the sophomore. As here's Vinnie Clark in transition. He'll answer with 2 of his own. 10-point quarter for Freeport. Now it's Wade with the left, no good. Rebound. That one grabbed down by the Yellow Jackets, loose on the floor. They have it, and it pinballs free to Lane. Lane leading the way, off the glass, no good. Locks gets the rebound.
Good hustle there by Evan Polott, and a good job of not picking up a foul on Lane's attempt.
Whitlock to Cunningham. Cunningham in the right wing. Now he goes to pull up. Bounce pass.
Nice.
Cunningham, but he's just too far underneath.
It's a nice give and go there. Good pass from Pollock. Cunningham just got to finish it.
Just about everything has worked right for Belle Vernon as the freshman Wade exits. 11 points so far in the first half. Charlton back in replace of Lucas, and make sure you stay tuned at the half here on the TRIBLive High School Sports Network as we sat down earlier this week with Belle Vernon bench boss Joe Salvino. We'll have that for you after this first half concludes.
Halftime score, Montour 33, Burrell 22.
As driving in, Zach Clark floats it across. Near side, Kioski no good. Second effort grabbed down by Charlton. Kick out, that's to Zach Clark. Zach Clark has Vinny in the left wing, skips it across to Vinny. Vinny drives left elbow, now to the corner, Kioski for three. That one rims out no good, and a foul underneath on the rebound attempt as Cole Charlton gets the personal.
That'll be his second.
We'll walk the distance.
Foul on number 24, Cole Charlton, his second, team 7.
Checking in will be Sullivan for Zach Clark. Cunningham sends it up, sends it in. 4 off the bench for Logan Cunningham. 40 for Belle Vernon here in the first half. Cunningham on the season is now 6 for 13 from the charity stripe. Cunningham again, no good. Rebound, Martin. Martin puts it up through the contact and one. Quentin Martin using every bit of his 6'3" body to lay it in.
Just a good, strong move. Martin made the mistake of bringing it down, let some hands get in there, but he did a great job of keeping his hands on the ball and powering his way up.
Quentin Martin, the sensational sophomore, knocks it through. Old school three-point play for Quentin. 11 points. 3 Leopards at 11 in the first half. 1:13 remaining. Sullivan back to Kioski. Kioski kicks it out. Vinny Clark catch and release. Back iron again, no good. Cunningham snags down the rebound. Pops free to Martin. Martin with Whitlock. Martin has it knocked away but got it back in the corner. Now drives in across the pull-out off the glass, but an offensive foul on the Leopards came first.
Yeah, Martin's going to get that one on the baseline. Just made that pass just a tick of a second too late.
Laying the trigger with 55.7 on the clock. 43-15, Belle Vernon on top. To the center court logo. Sullivan underneath. Kioski puts it up, and he's fouled by Evan Polott.
Foul number 10, Evan Polott, his first, team 7.
That's going to send Kioski to the line. Kioski, no points thus far here in this one. 7.3 points per game is his season average. He also had 10 points in the win over Uniontown. He'll knock through his first point there.
Just under a minute to go here in the first half.
2 for 2 goes Kioski. 43-17 Belle Vernon. 45 on the clock. Leopards wouldn't be a surprise if they held for one more. They killed off the last 55 of quarter number 1 to take the final shot.
Yeah, I think Freeport's perfectly fine letting them take that last 45 seconds off the clock here. Lane won't pressure the ball.
Only an 8-point differential in scoring this quarter. 20 points, or excuse me, a 12-point differential. If I can do math on the fly, which I used to be able to do, but then when you become a communication major, Jeremy, all math goes out the window.
Absolutely. So now Belle Vernon has 7.6 seconds.
Devin Whitlock, top of the key. Whitlock underneath. Polot off the glass and in.
Easy basket for Evan Polot. Now to take us to the half.
45-17, the Leopards in dominating fashion add 22 to their total. As at the break, they look like they're coasting to a semifinal matchup. But when we come back here on the TRIBLive High School Sports Network, we'll sit down with Leopard bench boss Joe Salvino. Have that coming for you next right here on MVI Lives coverage of the postseason on the TRIBLive High School Sports Network.
Have you always wanted to install security cameras in your house, but none of the commercial installers wanted to bother with you? Now you can call Kevin Ike Evangelo at Right Bite Computers for all your residential security camera needs. Call Ike at 724-272-2145 for your free security camera analysis.
If you're looking for somewhere to eat after the game, check out our friends down at the Foster House 2, serving up their famous king sandwiches 7 days a week until 11:30 p.m. The Foster House 2, located at 1 Cook Road in Belle Vernon. Back here at the half on MVI Live as another halftime interview, this time joined by Belle Vernon head coach Joe Salvino. Coach, really appreciate you taking the time to join us at the half.
I appreciate you having me.
So it's been a great year so far for you guys, a couple hiccups along the way, but overall you coached so many phenomenal teams throughout your course of your career. Where does this one rank with this group of kids?
It ranks up there. I mean, this group of kids is kind of special. Some of these kids were freshmen when I first got here, and then you had somebody like Devin Whitlock, and then Quentin Martin comes, and then Alonzo Wade's here. So, I mean, it's nice.
And there's a lot of pressure, in a sense, put on you from outside sources. Not necessarily the team sees it that way, but how do you guys deal with the expectations, I guess might be the better word, that is on this program when you have the caliber of talent you guys do?
Well, I think the kids are used to it, especially they went through football, and, it just carries over to the basketball season. So I think the kids are able to handle that very well.
So one thing, not a team milestone, but a personal milestone that you're nearing on, and possibly, if things go the way you guys hope this postseason, could get your 700th win throughout the WPIAL postseason. What would that mean to you to pick up that milestone?
Well, it means I coached a lot of great ball players, and a lot of the coaches that coach with me, I appreciate it. Just like the game itself, it's not my individual reward. It's everybody that has been involved with me, like I said, players and coaches. I mean, I'm honored that the names that they mention, that I'm up there with them. That's an honor to me.
So for you, a few years back now, coming into Belle Vernon from Monessen, how has that kind of differed with coaching at all, if it has at all, just the different milestone or different, I guess, setting from a 1A or 2A school to a 4A school now?
Yeah, just a different atmosphere. The first year was a little bit hard. I mean, you're trying to adjust to the kids, and then the kids are trying to adjust to you. But then I think after that, everybody started to know who I was and what I expected to happen. And fortunately, we've been doing very well here. We was in a WPIAL championship 2 years ago, went to the semifinals last year, and hopefully this year we get to go far and get into the States and see what can happen.
So what do you guys as a team have to do to find a way to get that over that hump in a sense? You've got to the finals, you got to the semis, but you haven't been able to win it, and this is kind of the last hurrah with Whitlock, with Gordon. So what do you guys have to do to get over that hump and get that WPIAL title this year?
Well, I think we have to start playing better defense. I think it starts with defense. If we get a lot of transition points, a lot of easier buckets instead of having to work so hard to get them, that's a plus. And then, again, we have to run our offense and do the normal things. Rebounding and foul shooting is, especially when you get in the playoffs, foul shooting is very important.
So one thing that I've noticed with your group of guys, they like to have a lot of fun on the court. Sometimes that's too much. I think that's a great way to put it. How do you kind of keep that all together when you have all those athletes like Whitlock, like Martin, who are one is going Division one is almost certainly going Division I with all the offers he already has.
Right.
So how do you kind of rein that in to keep them from kind of just taking advantage of the situation? It's like, okay, we can go out and we can have all this fun, but we still have to play a basketball game. So how do you kind of keep that all in check?
Well, I tell them that, we don't want to embarrass anybody. So it's okay in a sense to have a little bit of fun, but we're not going out there to embarrass anybody. And, sometimes the games get boring when you're up by 30 points and you know that you could do those types of things, but I tried to rein them in, and like I said, it's not a circus. It's a basketball game, and we're not embarrassing anybody.
And one final question for you, Coach, before we can get back to the second half of our game here on MVI Live and the TRIBLive High School Sports Network. But I've asked a lot of players this question because it was something that went through my head when I was playing basketball, that it was during the national anthem for me, it was always one of those last calming moments as a player to get my head and thoughts regrouped. So what goes through your head those final moments, that last couple minutes when the anthem's playing before you're about to go out and coach your team, hopefully for another victory?
Well, my heart starts to beat a little bit more faster. I know that, especially in playoff time or any big game. And everything like what we have to do, what's expected of the team, and everything that we have to do to get a victory.
All right, Coach, I really appreciate you taking out the time again to do this with us.
Well, I appreciate you having me on, and thank you very much, and you do a great job.
Thank you. Again, that's head coach Joe Salvino looking for win number 700 in his career, hoping he can get his team back to the WPIAL championship game when we come back here on MVI Live and the TRIBLive High School Sports Network. We'll have half number 2 of your game.
Doreen Walters, your full-time realtor and a master certified negotiating expert. One of the most positively reviewed agents on Zillow in southwestern Pennsylvania, with the best marketing and maximum exposure, and a lifelong resident of the Mon Valley.
If you're looking for handmade gifts this season, check out Chloe and Me Candles. All of their products are made in-house since 2014. Their waxes are a proprietary blend of soy, paraffin, coconut, and corn, and they use cotton core wicks and phthalate-free oils. Their body products are made with the finest quality oils, butters, and salts for your skin. Check them out at 205 West Main Street in Monongahela or call 724-298-8696.
Stop on down to Hills Restaurant, Main Street in New Eagle. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, dine in or take out. Online ordering now available at hills-restaurant.com. Hills Restaurant, the best kept secret in the Valley. You can call them at 724-258-5422.
Itty bitty treasures and more at Riverside Village Shops for something extra special. Memory domes, engraving, awards, screen printing, embroidery, gifts, and so much more. Riverside Village Shops located at 127 Spear Street in Belle, Vernon.
Come to Trigimbo Motors, a top-rated Pittsburgh area dealership for over 55 years to actually enjoy car buying. From their extensive high-quality selection of cars, SUVs, and trucks, you'll receive personal care and attention and enjoy your experience at Trigimbo Motors of Bentleyville. Visit their website at TrigimboMotors.com or visit them at 125 Wilson Road in Bentleyville.
Back here at the half, Belle Vernon in cruise control, 45-17, 2 points away from that clock going tick, 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 and not stopping as the Leopards absolutely coming out flying. 3 with 11, Devin Whitlock, Alonzo Wade, and Quinton Martin, all at 11. Add 4 for Cunningham, 4 for Evan Polott, 2 for Gordon, and 2 for Locks. 23 and 22 by the quarter for 45. On the other side, add 2 for Ben Lane, the first 2 of the game for Freeport, 4 for Lucas, 5 for Zach Clark, 4 for Vinnie Clark, and 2 for Jason Kioski. 4 and 13 for 17 at the half for the Freeport Yellow Jackets. who it looks like the 11 seed Magic is ran out here at Belle Vernon. Didn't make its way up from Uniontown after they upset the Red Raiders. Belle Vernon, 6th straight playoff appearance, tying their record from 96 to 2001. As Belle Vernon, 1/2 away from another trip to the semifinals, where they have been the last 3 years. They've won there once, or make it 3 years in a row, I should say. They've won once, they've lost once, and it was a thriller last year to North Catholic, but they want that rematch with Montour, and they're hoping they're going to get it as they're 1/2 away from punching their ticket to getting that rematch. And Montour, they've been doing the same. They were up by 11 at the half.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if we get the scoreboard. It looks like it's 42-27 right now in the third quarter.
As we are underway here in the third, it's Devin Whitlock driving. Whitlock to Kovac. Kovac to Wade. Wade down the lane to the left side. High off the window and in for Alonzo Wade. He's picking up right where he left off, up to 13 for the freshman. Now it's Lane's turn. Skips it up. Whitlock the interception as he high points it.
That was an easy pick there for Whitlock.
As Whitlock straight to the cylinder, down low. Martin stepped on the boundary.
Yeah, they're saying he didn't reestablish.
47-17, 30-point advantage for the Leopards. Lane, far side. Lucas drives in, jump stop, got Wade up, and Lucas off the glass and in.
Lucas for 2.
He has 6. Martin at the other end tries to answer. No shot, foul on the floor.
I think the foul is on Gordon. Gordon got more of Martin than Kikowski did.
Kioski with the personal. Now Devin Whitlock will inbound. Whitlock sends order in motion. Tries to bank it off the defender's back to himself. He does and floats it home. It wasn't necessarily how he drew it up, but he got it to work.
I think Coach Dana Zacek told him to do that. He gave him a little point as he backpedaled back down the floor.
Over the course of the last 2 seasons, I've seen Devin Whitlock do that about 3 times. As Lane from the corner, no good. Rebound by Martin. Martin slows up. Just tosses it off to the senior. Devin Whitlock floats it to Kovac. Martin cutting. He gets it to him. Back to Wade. Wade got his man up but can't finish at the rim. Back the other way comes Zach Clark. Zach Clark swings it far side. Driving in. Vinny up off the window, rattling it in. Vinny up to 6. 49-21. The Leopards still on top. Far side, Gordon for 3. Foul first, and that one was well off the mark for Gordon either way. It is a Freeport foul on Lane as the junior gets his second. Make that number 3 on Lane. As outside they go to Daniel Gordon, screened by Martin. Gordon for 3, rattles no good as he got knocked down after the shot. Now it's Clark to Lane. Lane to the right block. Blocked by Martin, but a foul.
Got him with the body. Good call.
That's number 2 on Quinton Martin, sending Ben Lane to the line. For the second time this evening, Lane is 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. As now 2 of the officials conclave. As we'll wait to see what the notion is. And I think they just gave Lane a technical.
And I think Whitlock's going to get one too. The Freeport crowd imploring that Whitlock started it all. Now, if I remember correctly, these two kind of went at it last year too.
So Whitlock and Lane both get technicals, and that's worse for Freeport as that gives Lane 4 now. So Lane now has 4 fouls. And now, I believe a technical foul was just awarded to the Freeport bench.
Yep. And Whitlock and Lane are still talking.
So they won't shoot any technical free throws because of the offsetting ones, but as Lane puts it up, no good. Whitlock thought it was 1-1, and Lane went flying as soon as Whitlock made contact.
And Coach Salvino is going to call a timeout here to kind of settle things down. The Freeport fans somehow think Whitlock deserves an ejection. Salvino's not going to get his timeout.
So knock it through. He might take one now, though.
To the game for Freeport, number 1, Brady Sullivan.
They will take Lane out.
So I think we got it.
And there's the timeout.
Maybe we just got a warning on the Freeport bench and not a technical because Belle Vernon's not shooting anything.
And now
Whitlock is officially in the head of the Freeport crowd.
He's in the head of, I think, absolutely everybody here. He's living rent-free on the near sideline, I'll tell you that. And just a reminder to everybody listening and watching this game at home that this game and the broadcast rights of this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL and the TRIBLive High School Sports Network and us here at MVI Live. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the viewing and listening audience. Any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the WPIAL and Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited. .5:10 remaining here in quarter number 3. There's Whitlock. Devin Whitlock straight to the cylinder, lost it, but Martin finds it. Out to Wade for 3. No good. Rebound by Gordon. Gordon underneath. Martin gets him in the air, off the glass and in for Quinton Martin. Back the other way. Sullivan tries to answer. He will, and he's fouled.
And that's going to go against Wade.
Sullivan with the basket.
First bucket of the game for Brady Sullivan.
Foul number 4, Wade, his second, team third.
Alonzo got his second.
Sullivan from the line for 1.
Team third, so 3 fouls apiece. Sullivan gets set to put it up. Right hand shot, up and in for Sullivan. Traditional 3-point play. 51-25, Belle Vernon dominating. As a whistle blows, and Tyler Kovac gets the foul underneath. Going to be the third on Kovac. Montour 44, Burrow 31 after 3. 4:18 remaining in the third. As Cunningham replaces Devin Whitlock. Halfway through the third, Belle Vernon up by 26. Vinnie Clark to Zach Clark. Zach Clark near side to Vinnie. Up top, Sullivan. Sullivan looks to penetrate, pressured by Kovac. Near side to Zach Clark. Zach Clark swings it far side. Sullivan got Wade in the air. Up top to Zach. Zach kick out to the corner. Kioski for 3. He'll knock it through. Up to 5 for Kioski. Make it 51-28. Belle Vernon still in command. As now it's Wade. Looks to penetrate, kicks it out. Cunningham in the left corner. Cunningham out to Alonzo Wade. Wade to Kovac. Tyler Kovac will look to drive in. Kovac left elbow, threw it right to his head coach, Joe Salvino. And it's going to be Freeport basketball as an errant cut and an errant pass by the Leopards offensively.
Yeah, Wade tried to go to the basket, and Kovac was trying to kick it out for a three-pointer.
3 minutes remaining in the third, 51-28. Your score in favor of Belle Vernon. Handoff. That's Clark, and Clark travels at the foul line and will go the other way. Whitlock in for Cunningham. 2:40 and rolling here in the third quarter. 51-28 your score. Belle Vernon on top. Whitlock picking up some speed. Stops up. Whitlock from deep. No good. Rebound and a foul underneath. And that's on Quentin Martin. I think both sides need to realize any contact at all, you're probably getting the whistle at right point of this game.
The referees are going to take control here.
Into the game for the Leopards, number 33, Joe Fletcher.
Top of the key now rolling. Vinnie Clark right block up off the window. No good. Snagged down by Kovac. There goes Tyler Kovac. Kovac to Wade. Wade got it back, puts it up. He's fouled, and Alonzo shooting too. As Alonzo slow to get up, but Gordon tried to lift him up.
I think he came out of his shoe.
Foul number 15, Vinnie Clark.
No, maybe not. He's
Team 4.
might have rolled an ankle.
No, I think the official, I thought the official looked and said not an injury, or said stop for an injury. Is the way they're flexing, it looks like maybe just a cramp, which is best case scenario anytime a player goes down normally. So with 1:40 remaining in the third, it's 51-28 remaining, or 58-28 in favor of Belle Vernon as Alonzo cramping, so he will not be shooting unless after this timeout he can stay in now. So I think that's probably the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, that's why they took the timeout, so they can get him in there to shoot. He's one of your best free throw shooters. You absolutely want him to shoot and get on the line.
Alonzo's 3 for 4 tonight as he's trying to walk that cramp out. But Belle Vernon seems like they're on the collision course once again with Montour. The way everything's kind of leaning. Montour leading over Borough at home. Belle Vernon up by a large margin over Freeport here at home.
Montour up 46-31 into the fourth quarter now.
If Belle Vernon holds on to advance, which it's going to take a massive miracle for Freeport to come back in. That's nothing against Freeport, just about the deficit and the caliber of players Belle Vernon has out there and the way they've dictated the game. We will have coverage for you of that one on Saturday afternoon, no matter what the time be. Take our crew to Sarah Catholic tomorrow, then Norwin on Friday for Monessen GCC as Alonzo Wade off the mark that time by. 13 points for Wade. He's now 3 for 5 from the line. Alonzo through the motion, the southpaw up, and no good as it rattles out. Now it's Vinnie Clark up to Zach. Zach Clark in the right wing. Zach swings it up top, around the horn. Sullivan with the triple. No good. Rebound tied up, and Kioski kisses it off the glass and in. Up to 30 goes Freeport. 7 now for Kioski. Now it's Gordon's turn. Gordon, offensive foul. Might be on Clancher. An illegal screen. So now it's going to be Zach Clark inbounding to Vinny on the near side. 1:02 remaining in a rolling third quarter clock. 21-point lead for Belle Vernon. Belle Vernon scored just 6 points this quarter. As there's Kioski rolling to his right. Into the right wing, it's Zach Clark. Zach tries to bounce pass in and will. Zach Clark had his man, and that one deflected out off the hands of Devin Whitlock. 40 seconds remaining in the third.
Running?
Mercy roll.
It hasn't been running the whole quarter, though.
Yeah, it has.
It hasn't.
30 seconds remaining. Now it's Clark. Clark skips it across to Sullivan. Sullivan to the corner. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Pinball's out of bounds. And back the other way with 18 seconds. Daniel Gordon into Devin Whitlock. 10 seconds remaining in the third. Whitlock. Screen by Clancher. Whitlock changing direction. Spins his way. Down low. Wade off the window and in.
Too easy again. That's the second time at the end of a quarter they got a nice easy basket.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight winning
53-30. Belle Vernon on top of Freeport after 3 as the Leopards They have dominated the majority of this game. A poor third quarter, but they're still getting the job done and one corner away from a trip to the semifinals for the third straight year. 4 points that quarter for Alonzo Wade, 2 for Whitlock and 2 for Quentin Martin. As Belle Vernon just absolutely had their way in the first half. So even though it was a very good quarter for the Freeport Yellow Jackets, adding another 13 to their total versus Belle Vernon, adding 8. The Leopard lead still sits at 23. A reminder as we get set for quarter number 4. This game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL and the TRIBLive High School Sports Network. And this broadcast is intended exclusively for the benefit of the viewing and listening audience. Any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the WPIAL and Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited. As far side taken by Sullivan. Sullivan drives in, and it's stripped out by Whitlock. Into the fourth, 53-30 BVA on top of Freeport. As there's Vinnie Clark deep for 2, sends it up and in. 8 points now for Clark. There's Devin Whitlock. Whitlock, kick out to Gordon. Gordon. Spinning left elbow block, got it back. Gordon straight to the cylinder with the right. And that one won't fall, and it's an offensive foul on Daniel Gordon.
Good hustle play by Gordon there to get that ball back, but probably should have just dished it back outside to Whitlock, kind of reset, but he saw his lane, and the Freeport guy was
as
committed
Sullivan
there.
Ran into by Tyler Kovac. That's number 4 on Kovac, and we will be shooting for Freeport with 6:46 remaining in the fourth. 53-32, Belle Vernon still on top. Sullivan at the line where he's 1 for 1.
Foul number 3, Tyler Kovac, his fourth.
Again, Freeport came back to beat Uniontown in round number 1. It's going to take a miracle, but they're trying to do it here as he'll send that one through. Up to 4, he'll get a second shot. Belle Vernon has scored just 8 points this half with 6:46 remaining in the fourth. As there's Sullivan up and off the front iron, no good. Rebound by Lucas. Lucas skips across off the fingertips of Zach Clark and out of bounds with 6:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Belle Vernon will get the ball back once more.
Yeah, Lucas had him for an easy layup, but just too hard on the pass.
It's Devin Whitlock over the divider. Whitlock. Bounce pass, that's to Alonzo Wade. Wade rolling. Wade floats it down low. Kovac too strong off the glass. Kioski with the rebound. And a foul called on Quentin Martin. That's number 4 on him. And Freeport again a chance to cut into the lead with the clock stopped. Going to be Kioski. He is 2 for 2 with 7 points tonight. Martin being told from the bench that he has 4. Kioski sends it up, no good. He won't get another. Devin Whitlock in stride. Whitlock straight to the cylinder, and Martin puts it back in.
Yeah, there was no stopping Devin Whitlock once he wrangled in that ball.
As that one off the leg of Whitlock with 5:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. 55-33, Belle Vernon on top. Into the backcourt, that's Clark. Vinnie Clark. Up over the center court logo, Clark. Sends it far side. Around the horn they go to Sullivan. Sullivan Kioski, now it's taken by Lucas near side Zach Clark. Zach looks over his options. Zach swings it to Sullivan. Sullivan inside Lucas. And Lucas travels and will go back the other direction.
Good job by Wade to step across there and force that turnover.
5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. 55-33, Belle Vernon on top.
Now Lucas and Wade having a few words.
Devin Whitlock up top. Martin tried to apply the screen. Now it's Gordon. Left elbow, dribbles it out a little, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Kovac. Kovac backing his way in. He'll go straight up, and he's fouled. Now Tyler Kovac will shoot a pair here in the fourth. The only starter not to score so far in this one for Belle Vernon.
Tyler Kovac to the line, shooting 2.
4:40 remaining in the fourth. Kovac on the season, 3 for 12. Hasn't been good when he got there, but he knocks that one through for his first point of the game. Lane back in along with Stuyvesant. Lane does have 4 fouls. Kovac through the motion, up with the right back iron, no. Rebound by Vinnie Clark. Clark pushing the pace back the other way. Clark drives straight in. Underneath he goes, and that one pops in the air along to Daniel Gordon. Gordon, stretch pass up. There's Wade off the window and in. Add 2 more for Alonzo Wade.
That time he did come out of his shoe. Cramping again.
You can see the frustration for Wade with the cramping. Got to get him some pickle juice.
They're getting him a little something.
As Dean Fuhrer will check into the game, he replaces Lucas.
Number 0, Dean Fuhrer.
4:11 remaining in the fourth, 58-33. Winner of this game, which Belle Vernon is on route to be, most likely taking on Montour Saturday. As there's Clark, fakes the 3, goes to Lane. Lane on the far side, drives in, left block, kick out, Vinnie Clark for 3. Back ironed out, no good. And Gordon knocked it to the near side and out.
Good hustle there by Daniel Gordon to try to save that ball.
3:40 remaining in the fourth, 58-33, your score in favor of Belle Vernon. As it's an underhand toss, Kioski for 3. That one way off the mark. Cunningham grabs the rebound.
Cunningham got hit in the nose there.
There goes make that Martin with the reverse, and Martin can't get it to fall. Rebound by Clark. Vinnie Clark pushing the pace. Clark drives in, and the tie-up forced by Whitlock.
Good hands by Devin Whitlock. Good coordination there. Running backwards and still able to contort his body to get a jump ball.
3:03 remaining in the fourth. There's Gordon out to Cunningham. Near side, Devin Whitlock. Whitlock drives in. Whitlock 1-2 step. He's fouled as he puts it up. 13 for Whitlock. He's 1 for 2 from the line. He'll shoot 1 more here.
Team 6. Whitlock to the line for 2.
2:49 remaining in the fourth. Whitlock. First shot up and in. 14 now for the senior.
Crowd is heading out.
As Vinnie Clark will check out for Freeport. He was replaced by Glista. Locks will come in as well. As Quinton's going to come out. Again, Devin Whitlock, one of 5 finalists for the second annual Willie Thrower of the Year award presented to the top WPIAL or City League quarterback as Whitlock goes 2 for 2 up to 15. And Polott replaces Whitlock. And that's, I think, to make sure the 2 stars for Belle Vernon do not get injured before Saturday's tilt with Montour. As of now, that's the way it's leading.
You're going to have Clancher come in probably for Gordon here.
As Cunningham tried to get the steal, and with it is Lane. Up top it goes. Stuyvesant, far side corner 3, no good. Rebound grab down. Glista up top. Now it's Lane, far side he goes. Kioski drives in, left block, kicks it back out. Stuyvesant kicks it down low. Fuhrer off the glass and in. As Fuhrer gets his first bucket of the game. 60-35, Belle Vernon in command. Daniel Gordon calls for the screen, gets it. Gordon tries to drive in, now floats it to pull-up back to Gordon. Gordon wheels up top. Daniel Gordon with 1:55 remaining in the fourth. A timeout called by head coach Salvino to get some reserves in.
Yeah, he just wanted to sub them in.
As Trevor Kovach and Joe Clanch are going to come in for Belle Vernon. So it'll be Locks, Clancher, Kovach, Cunningham, and Polott as Kioski will exit the game for Freeport.
Into the game for Freeport, number 4, Gavin Cronin. For the Leopards, number 33.
Crony checks in for Freeport during that last stoppage. As there's Polott to Kovach. Kovach left wing. Kovach turns things over. Back the other way. Fuhrer near side. Stuyvesant off the window and in. First bucket of the game for Stuyvesant. 1:22 remaining in the fourth. Belle Vernon still in command. As here's Trevor Kovach driving in. Kovach kicks it underneath, and that one skitters out of bounds on the far side. Giving chase was Locks. Nearing the 1 minute mark of quarter number 4, 60-37 Belle Vernon. Foul line, Stuyvesant, underneath he goes. Fuhrer puts it up off the glass, no good. Gets the rebound, second time, banks it in. Fuhrer up to 4 off the bench here in the fourth. Lead sits still at 21 for Belle Vernon. Now it's Cunningham with 42. Cunningham drives in, sees the lane, knocked free. Clancher puts it up, no good. Rebound swatted out by the Yellow Jackets with 34 and counting here in the fourth.
Try to get an updated Montour score here for you since
as Locks off the inbound.
Mercy rolled this one past that game up. This one will be over first.
As kick to the corner, Stuyvesant blocked by Locks.
Into the student section.
As Gangrene will retrieve the ball back down to the court. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 and 1. Lane at the buzzer. He'll make it look a little closer.
64-47 the score at Montour with 1:25 remaining.
So we're going to get the rematch. It's going to be the Leopards. It's going to be the Spartans, and it's going to be on Saturday. We'll have coverage for you of that one as Belle Vernon back to the semifinals. Salvino at 699. 1 win away from 700 as the Leopards take care of business here at home, and they're moving on to the semifinals, trying to punch their ticket to the Pete this year. As 15 for Whitlock, 17 for the freshman Alonzo Wade, and 15 for Quentin Martin. Daniel Gordon only added 2 for Belle Vernon, but Belle Vernon well on their way to possibly another appearance in the WPIAL championship game, just 1 win away from that.
I think the difference, you mentioned, you slot Alonzo Wade into the starting lineup, and then you have now 4 scorers that are consistently going to give you double digits. So, and then Tyler Kovach is good for 4, 6, 8 points sometimes. I mean, it's a tough matchup for anybody now that Wade brings his athleticism into the into the starting 5.
As Belle Vernon, they did what they do from the start of the game. Second half, not as pretty as you would like it, but game at that point was already well in hand for the Belle Vernon Leopards, who again are moving on to the semifinals, most likely taking on Montour. As under a minute there in that game, looks like it's just about over.
Yeah, Montour's up big. 68-48 now with 30 seconds to play. So the ticket is, we got a dunk from a Burrow player, though. But, yeah, 68-50 now. So that game's locked up. We're going to get the matchup. And I think you throw the first one you throw it out. I mean, because you had an injured Whitlock. You had no Martin, and now you have no Mosley for Montour.
And that's a big loss.
That is a big loss because he not only brought you 6'6" in length, but he could step out. He could hit some big shots from the outside. So it's going to be an interesting matchup.
And it should be the matchup I think Belle Vernon wanted. They wanted to prove that they were better than Montour, and Montour didn't see their best. They'll have that opportunity on Saturday, and we'll have coverage for you as the 4A bracket moves to the semifinals. Belle Vernon and Montour will duel one more time as the Leopards victorious here this evening, 62-42 over the Freeport Yellow Jackets. On behalf of Jeremy Salou, I'm Alex Lyon saying thanks for tuning in to MVI Lives coverage of the WPIAL postseason on the TRIBLive High School Sports Network. Belle Vernon 62, the number 3 seed moves on over number 11 Freeport, who added in 42. I'm Alex Lyon saying have a great rest of your evening, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow here on the TRIBLive High School Sports Network as exclusive coverage of the WPIAL postseason continues.